Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Cataclismo, or welcome back to it if you caught my previous coverage, specifically for the Old Kingdom DLC that came out a couple days ago. That seems extremely promising. I'm very much looking forward to playing this. It's a kind of grand campaign mode where you're actually linking multiple bases together and sending resources around and whatnot. So turning it a little 4X in a way that I think is neat. So I guess let's get this rolling, and then we'll get to the actual like base building. We'll get to the larger strategy bits at a later date. For now, I just need to get some basic mining down. I've got a quarry here that'll give me a little bit. We've got a potential quarry here that will give me a lot. Only immediate problem is that is a really iffy spot. Both of these are bad. Let's see. This would give me a bunch of stone, actually. Yeah, not enough space. Low, medium, low. Yeah, there's some stuff there. 3 and 3. Or a ton. Am I bold enough to put this here? I think I have to, actually. Okay. City growth. It cost me a little bit of oxygen, but it's probably worth it. I don't know where the enemies are going to be attacking from, is the one concern. I'll put it there, because there's a bunch of lumber out here that I'm going to want to grab. So yeah, if you haven't seen this before, it's a base defense RTS, where, yeah, you are kind of conquering territory, fighting monsters, and then there are night waves that you have to worry about fending enemies off. Are you... Well, okay, that didn't work. Load from time anchor. There's apparently just a boatload of little dudes hiding out in that section, so building there immediately pissed them off. Well, I guess we're not doing that then. In fact, we might actually want to build up some defenses, so I can take that in a bit. Okay, so resource gathering sawmill. Yeah, since that's scuffed. Okay, 13. I can't get more than 13. Sometimes you can move this around to get a little bit more. It looks like 13 is the upper limit. And 10. Okay, and I'm going to need a little bit more wood, but then we can get a quarry.
Not enough wood.
Yeah, not my favorite quantity of resources.
Yes.
But it's better than nothing. So I'll have to figure this out in a bit. Because, yeah, if I can get attacked from that section, then I kind of don't want to be too reliant on it. Question. Can I eyedropper tool, blueprints? What I want is to destroy this. I might actually have to destroy that manually. Yeah? Yeah, let's come back here. I'd like to range out and grab some resources, but I have, like, nothing.
Oxygen is dwindling.
Okay, pick target. Okay. Looks like I can't. Tactical pieces, lanterns, doors. Arc doorway. Stone door. Whoop. Okay, that ain't gonna work. That's a shack. What am I doing? So I'm going to need people to build what I want. Let's see about my old compact housing. I'd certainly like to build it. It's the question of can I fit it in? Well, other thing to note, I believe I can actually increase the amount of people working at these to increase how much I gain. We're losing oxygen, but not huge amounts. And actually, if we need oxygen, I need more people. Fine. Let's go build one of these here, where I kind of can't build anything else anyway.
We lack citizens for that.
I'd like to build it even if I don't have the citizens. Just let me have the structure planned out. Always like RTSs and base builders where you can kind of pre-queue things and then like pause or reactivate or whatnot. But alas, I guess we just have to wait. Holy smokes, how long does this take? I guess I usually play this on a much faster difficulty. Or faster difficulty? Faster setting. Okay, there we go. I should have extra people. And I can just put an oxygen bladder, I believe, on these. There we go. So that'll give me a decent amount of... Oh, no, 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 no. I want to trigger the next wave. That's nonsense. Okay, that's looking a lot better. So now I've got oxygen, I've got wood. We're just going to have to wait. Unfortunately, the next wave is coming, and I don't know from where. And I have... no tactical pieces with which to defend with. I think instead of the stone, I should have actually set this up over here. Which is bad. Okay, so we know they're coming from this direction. Well. I don't remember how many floors of this I need. There we go. This is extremely scuffed. But at least will do for now. Okay. And yeah, I can get a couple of Merlons. That just gives me a range boost. Maybe. Get rid of those two. Should put this in. It's not great. This whole thing is jank and is going to fall apart really easily on me. But, well, it's better than having nothing going into a night wave, which is what we were about to have there. Okay. Does that work? Perfect. Needs more support. Yeah, part of the problem is I don't actually know how many of them there are going to be. And I don't know exactly the angles they're going to pick.
What?
So this is just going to have to make do.
Post me high. Yes?
Yeah, let's put these guys up. Yeah, they prefer to be 5 meters or above. I think they actually would prefer to be one tile higher. But we literally don't have...
Not
yeah, we have
stone.
insufficient resources for that. This'll manage for now.
The night is nearly here.
Okay, so considering everything, we need to figure out some more housing. Yeah, I've got that blueprint that I'd like to use. But in the meantime, needs more support. Really? I guess it needs stone? Oh, right, because the house is stone. Well, that'll do for now. That'll get me some extra people. Increase
The
that.
horrors are coming.
And assign more workers. Well, as soon as these houses are done, we'll have some more. Cannot assign more workers. Interesting. Okay, so what else can I build? Tactical pieces, that city. Military growth. So I can build a barracks here. Okay, and they're coming from this direction, which... not amazing, could be worse. Okay, and they're actually able to hit him from one tile below. Oh, that was it. Well, that's... okay. We'll be back, don't worry. Another citadel returns to our keeping. Its stones are scarred, and its people weary. But the sacred perla gives light once more. For a brief moment, the dark falls back. Then we take the road again. Our work in the north is not done. So it was only one wave. Well, it's okay. It will get attacked by another horde of enemies that I'm going to have to contend with. So this is my territory now. And we now get 90 wood per day, 34 stone per day, and 0 minerals. That actually means we really need to focus on econ on some of these. So day 2. Okay, so we got knowledge points, so we can go spend them on upgrades. Okay, so we have... what's this one? Captor unit. Field of damage that hurts. So headquarter defense. Extra stone pieces and tactical pieces. Max health of the citadel. Passive resource production increased by 15%. And that's not even a question. Okay, and I don't have enough resources for more. We'll want the military upgrades, but the extra income is important. Let's go back here. Oh, I spent the might. So we've conquered this one. We can take another. We have a relic ruin. We have this, but I need materials to be able to build it. Two transit days. Can I just do this one? So I can consolidate and improve the citadel. But we're not going to get a whole lot of might for doing so. Which we need to spend on this trade offer. Oh. If I had 200 stone... and 200 wood, I'd be able to trade for 80 might. So in that case, maybe we do plan a deployment now. We survived that first night, but we want to gain access to some meaningful things here.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Huh?
Okay, let's bring these guys back. I don't know where the night wave is going to come from, but at least we can get some extra stuff while I'm here. cannot recycle scenery pieces, which is a bit of an issue because some of the scenery is very much in my way. Okay. Right, I might as well make a manual time anchor before this blows up in my face. Okay. Yeah, so the problem is, as far as I know, there's an enemy group lurking on the other side of this. And I need to get access to this giant stone field. Because if I can have that and everything on the opposite side, we'll be in a very good position resource-wise for everything else.
Not enough stone.
Insufficient stone. Hopefully this will be enough. I do this, then this, then that. That'll do. Kind of. Primary concern here mostly boils down to, am I going to have enough manpower to deal with kind of a microwave from this group? We could wait. But the longer I wait, the worse this is going to be for me. Let's see. I think I'm going to be attacked there. I don't know. Because I'd like at least one of these. Right, because it also gives me extra defense.
Yeah. Where to?
For doing so. Bam. In I go. Okay, so that'll connect. We can have the other archer
Post me high. Hmm?
go here. And then the last one is this guy. This might still be too low. If he gets his ass kicked, I'm going to have to move him. But I'm hoping this will keep him high enough.
Not enough stone.
Insufficient stone. Are you kidding me? Okay, there we go. Hopefully this will get him in enough position. That it's not an issue.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, is it this thing? It's a brood nest.
Yes?
Okay.
Huh?
Move them over here. Get the range boost.
Yeah? Hmm?
Yeah, we don't want them hitting my citadel.
Where to? Yes?
Okay. So obviously this ain't great. But we might be able to just take out the brood nest. Because if it's done, this whole area becomes mine. Which includes a lot more lumber. Get my microphone to not slowly raise on me. Really need to tighten that down. There we go.
Huh?
Okay, brood nest is good. So then I think I'm going to create a manual save point.
Post me high.
Pull these guys all back.
Yeah?
Because we're going to want to tear this whole thing apart. I'm going to want to put one of these here. Make sure I've got ample space. Because yeah, a lot of this I can't keep. Because yeah, scenery pieces are just going to be in my way and annoying. I know there's ways of destroying them, but usually it's easier to just wait for them to get destroyed. Okay, we want this sawmill over here too. Then I'm going to have to figure out some level of defenses. Okay, let's do the manual save again now that I've set these up to be built. Because these guys are a concern. If they get past, they're going to cause issues. Do I have a good blueprint for this? Yeah, like a little tower. You just fight things for me. Okay. Well, this is stupid, but... maybe it's fine. So all I have to do is get the archers on top of this. Now... and then we'll just tear up some of the stairs. Okay, there we go.
Hmm?
Send them up top. Because once they're partially up, I can delete the stairs, and then... snipe these things down. Okay, so far so good. So then I'm going to need a couple of these.
Yes?
Because I don't know what happens if you drop these guys. But it's not great. Okay, pause. I'm going to do a manual time anchored, just give myself enough time. So the main question is, we have enemies coming from that direction. I have no good defensive measures, so what I'm going to do is actually...
The night is nearly here.
I'm actually just going to fast forward. I want to see which section they come from, and then we will go back in time. I should probably dupe that. Because, yeah, I just want to see... Do they come here? Do they come here? Do they, like, awkwardly come through here? Because where do I need to put my defenses? I could also extend outwards, but I just don't have enough people. Okay, looks like they're just taking the direct path. So let's go back to the time anchor. And then build what I actually need. Should it be on the other side? I don't know how much it really matters one way or another, but I'm sure people are going to be like, "Arr." Okay, that gets me up to 30 per minute. That gets me nothing. Extra. Nope. Okay. Yeah, there's kind of an optimal amount. There's another forest over here, but I don't know if I can comfortably get to it.
Where to?
Okay. And I do have this area, but I think I'm going to have to leave that for another day. Old wall. That's slightly in my way. Oh, right. I forgot. I can click and drag. That's convenient. Okay, then if I put a Merlon, you can put a Merlon kind of intermittently. Okay, something like this. I think there's a tier higher than this, but I'd have to go taller. And I don't have the resources or the time for that. So we're not going to bother. Alright, set those up. That should be good enough. Put this up by 1. The building on this game is just unbelievably satisfying. Has been forever. And remains as such. I don't know. I don't think I've run into a single game that has had this level of, like, satisfaction. When it comes to, like, placing pieces down and building just beautiful and extremely functional structures. Okay. And hopefully... this is just high enough that he doesn't get attacked. I think previously he was 1 tile down. Uh-oh. The bottom seems not as... Or no, it was working. Yeah, it is very much affecting the bottom. It just looked like a different color, but that's just because that's the...
Where to? Yeah.
Baseline level. Alright, there we go. So the other thing I do have, we have banners, but I think they're too expensive. And then, oh, lanterns. Then there's also roofs. But we don't have to worry about rain at the moment.
The night is nearly here.
Okay. So, things that I probably want to do building-wise. How are we doing oxygen-wise? Oh, we're doing great. I'm gonna shack. A couple shacks in here.
We lack citizens for that.
Oh, I need another quarry.
Citizens for that.
Yeah, because we might as well build a couple more houses. Because I want to increase this thing's overall resource generation.
The horrors are coming.
That'll give us just a little bit more. I know there's ways to upgrade these at a later date. We'll have to leave that for later. Let's just hope the horrors are not paying attention. And don't notice my side resource production zone. Nope. Looks like that they don't. Perfect. So I think that's about as good as I'm going to be able to get. Is that one? And we're good. Perfect. Lost nothing. Built a decent amount. Now I should be able to get out and go do things. Yeah, unfortunately I only get 5 might for that, which is a little rough. But that's another archer, at the very least. Defeat the horrors and earn might and reward. Horror incursions are limited time opportunities to gain extra might. Send the number of military units the event requires. Once you meet the requirements, you'll be able to purge the region of enemy swarms and claim the reward. Gotta claim it manually. Watch the remaining time carefully. Once it runs out, the event will disappear. Okay. Well, I can buy another bowman at the very least. Trade offer 90 might requires how many archers? Okay, so that's a little rough. And it varies in what it wants. Option A, we wait and just generate resources. I really wish I hadn't bought this. So we can hold up to 600 of each. I mean, I kind of have nothing else that I can do.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Because we need this guy to regain stamina anyway. Build that up. What else can I do here? So I can increase my military capacity. Yeah, there's the barracks, there's hardware supplies. Yeah, I have to get up to prosperity level 2. Requires that I build the barracks, which requires that I have more people. So It'll give me a lot of resources.
The night is nearly here.
Yes?
The horrors
Okay.
are coming.
So let's see if I actually get to keep all these resources. Because I could have done more, and I recognize that this was kind of a tactical misstep. I didn't realize buying tech cost might. I guess I did. I just didn't process how potentially expensive that could have been. I guess the one thing I could have done was potentially moved this whole wall up. I'm not going to think about that. Okay, so all of the resources that were there carried over. Okay, so this needs 5 archers. Oh, right. Trade. Not enough materials. Oh, send resources. Oh. Wait, I might be able to send multiple? Okay. Okay, so now I can do this. Gets me 80 might. Will not arrive at the destination on time. Oh. Okay, good to know. So this was a doomed venture one way or another. I wouldn't have been able to get it unless I had specifically planned around this. So in that case, do we want to just send the military squad out here, see if we can take Valdara Gate? I think so. I don't think I have any other choice. So in that case, do I want more units? Wait, some of these just cost knowledge points. Oh. So that one cost might. Didn't realize. Because, yeah, that costs knowledge and might. So there's the Canoness. So we have traps with more wood pieces. Stone does more falling damage. Citadels gain extra population. Yeah, so some of these I'm going to have to work around. But leave for later. Okay. Anything else? No. Next day. Oh. I guess in that case, we might as well just deploy here. We'll just get some more guys. Because, yeah, if I deploy here, we at least get resources. I have the ability to build up that one section. Okay. This is a learning experience, but I like it. I do wish it had the roguelike power-ups that we had in... Oh, there we go. In the kind of survival mode. But I understand that those get kind of busted in weird ways. So... here's the thing. I want to gain access to this. Grab my guys. We're just gonna head out here. We've got some like really nice natural barricades that work, but I think I'd prefer to stay around here and just kind of have a Central defensive line. Oh, but they do go through the fog. Okay, so let's get another quarry here. It's not amazing, but we need every resource we can get our hands on. Oh, I'm also wrong.
Post me high.
They're coming from this direction. These maps are bigger than I thought they would be.
Where to? Yeah?
Yeah, can't build outside of territory. I'm just going to take a look at this area. There's some neat spots. Pretty sure that's another brood den. Dangerous area. You cannot build here.
Post me high.
Question.
Where to?
Can they get here?
A unit can't reach its destination.
Well, neither can my enemies for the most part.
Huh?
A unit can't reach its destination.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if that's dangerous enough, or can I walk here? Perfect.
Yes? Where to?
Well, that didn't work. Yeah, unfortunately, there are units that work extremely well. As frontliners, but for the most part, you are never supposed to send a group of a couple guys out. Okay, so I'm going to write off that section. I'll need to build a fortress before I do more. Oh, luckily my enemies are attacking from here, which, like, actually works really well. This is an extremely naturally defensible spot. I think I prefer the... Oh... I prefer the 2 blocks, but the 3 blocks are way more cost-effective. So we want to use them as much as possible. Oh, they might be cost-effective, but how's their health? Not amazing. How's his health now? Yeah, so actually, the 3 blocks aren't as good. They have less health. Weird. Okay, put that there. And I can just line a bunch of this stuff up. Have it connect. Looks like we're good. And at some point I will actually not deconstruct one of these. But today is not that day. Okay, I might actually even be able to make gates now. Yeah, I have enough iron. And part of the reason why I've been happily deconstructing these is because resources carry over from one location to the next. Yeah, so I think once you get to the upper levels, that's when you want to start messing around with the 3 blocks. Because you kind of want that... you want the cost efficiency. I will keep that in mind for future rounds of this. Yeah, I don't know if we have too many enemies coming this high, but it's okay. Right, nope. Actually, that was enough. Yeah, that was enough. Kinda. Now maybe that is actually just being affected by it. I don't think we need to worry too much about enemies coming after me. Okay. So now to actually get platforms in which my guys can stand on. It's never the most stable structures as far as what I can build. It is always some kind of ramshackle thing that I'm legitimately worried is going to fall apart on me, you know, if sneezed upon. Okay, if I put a banner here, these guys get a damage bonus. So in that case, I should probably put that there, and I'll just have all my archers in that section. Now I just have to figure out how to get them to get up here. Game needs an elevator. But that does kind of hamper some of the fun of the building sections. Because if I just had elevators, then I wouldn't have to worry about fitting stairs in. And that's boring. Bit messy.
Post me high.
But we're good. Okay, move the archers up. Move the... Well, okay, can't move that guy there. Here's the thing, though. I'm actually not convinced I need to do this yet. We still got the whole freaking day, but at least we got my defenses mostly in order. What do you mean not enough space? Oh, because that's in the way? Right. That's a small issue. I don't think we need to worry about it too hard. Okay.
Yeah.
So since we've got this, here's the next thing I was thinking of doing. We've got a lumber camp here that I would like to get my hands on, but it's down in the danger zone. But I might be able to put the wood camp above it and gain the full benefit. Cannot build outside territory, we just have to wait for the torch to get finished. Other gatherers are too close. Damn. Yeah, so because this is here, I cannot. Needs more support, low, medium. It's a good spot. I'd like to take it. Be difficult to do so. Well, all things considered. This is valid. I'm actually gonna destabilize this whole thing, put a door here. Because I'm thinking I might be able to actually take this territory. We attempted it earlier, but it was just not going to work out. But here I can probably do so.
Huh?
Okay, move these guys over here.
Let's go already.
See if Bomber Boy has the range.
Yeah.
Got him. Then again, these guys don't have the range.
Uh-huh.
Okay, falls on his butt, but we don't need to worry about it. Needs more support. This here.
Go low.
Here's the thing.
Hmm?
I could just piss these guys off
Go low
slowly
and
and then run away. They're not that bright.
Go low and throw.
Alright. That mostly works. Let's possibly switch this with stone. No, I got plenty of wood. I don't have a whole lot of stone. Do this again.
Yeah.
This is dumb, but like, this is a whole area that I can harvest. Hey, goobers.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm ready. Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna take all that out.
What?
Or no, he doesn't succeed.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
Where to? Go low and throw.
So I'm just gonna use this guy to slowly
Yeah.
look around. And by slowly look around, I mean there's nothing. This is all free real estate. Okay, so in that case, I need to make this a little bit more stable. There we go. This way none of the enemies coming from below are going to get at me. I guess I don't need those. Put that there. Should be good. Easy enough to get up. Though actually, I'm probably going to want this to be a little bit more fully featured. Because I want to get the torch down, but I also want to be able to traverse this area. And unfortunately, the torch, yeah, needs more support, but I think I can get it right here. I think I just need one stone block right there. Perfect. I just want to have this, like, secret little hideaway. Perfect.
Let's go.
Because now I can have
Yeah.
another gathering camp out here. Yeah, plentiful wood.
Yeah.
I don't think any enemies are going to be coming through this direction. Yeah, just slowly take this whole map for myself and turn it into just like an absolute powerhouse of resource production and gathering. Okay, other blueprints. Should probably build one of these. It's about time. Yeah, this is my slightly jank housing block with a air bladder on top. Okay, torch is up, so I can do resource gathering. We can get this out here. Space. Oh. Let me... Can I put something on top of this? Unfortunately, I think I need more wood blocks to be able to do what I want to do here. Space. Yeah, so can I not build over these rocks? Yeah, can't build over those rocks. So even if I wanted the full totality of that, this is the best I've got. Well, it's okay. Yeah, so the reason why I wanted to build this is now I can specifically have kind of like a little archer nook out here if I want to. That is unreachable from below.
Yes?
And should let these guys just pelt things as they go by. Before they even get to the wall. I don't know how practical this is, and it does take them a while to get places. Is the one downside. But I like it. Okay, so what else are we looking at?
Destination.
That's going fine. We've got plenty of housing. We'll have more. I've got tons of resources coming in. Building lacks a path to the Citadel. This one? Oh. Yeah, that's an inconvenience. Not enough space. Okay. What do you mean, not enough space? Oh, okay. That ain't gonna work. I guess I was overconfident in my placement of that. Okay. Barracks? Not the cheapest thing, but we do need one.
The night is nearly
I'll
here.
build it over here. I don't know what happens if I unlock a barracks. Oh. Could these guys not get up?
Where to?
No, you absolutely can.
Huh?
A unit can't reach its destination.
Oh, the rocks are in the way. That's incredible.
Yeah?
Yeah, they can't squeeze around those little rocks. Almost wish there was just like dude with shovel.
Post me high.
As a kind of sort of I want to say build option here. But just like a unit that I can use. There's a hell of a lot of stuff. One of these, which I forget what they are. I think going out there is going to be tricky, so we're not going to bother. Okay, barracks is going along. The question is, can I hire a barracks from here? Do I actually keep that unit? Because if producing units doesn't cost me might, then that's massive.
The horrors are coming.
Yeah, so the question is, am I going to be able to come away from this with more units than I normally would?
Hmm?
Because that would certainly be lovely. I don't want to have to keep paying might for additional guys. Now, it does seem like the night waves here are comically easy. Yeah, so maybe I spent too much. Oh well. So the question is, I have 5 guys here. Yeah. So units that I've hired from here stay, so I don't have to spend might anymore. So actually what I should have done was bum rush to barracks really quickly. That's good to know. Well, one way or another, I think I'm going to leave it here. And, like, obviously I have not really messed around with additional locations. We can go take a look at this one. Let's see, wave power is 10 plus 10%. Yeah, so more enemies, stronger enemies, or both. So we can only have 10 units per squad. So we can have more later. Gets me more might to conquer the citadel. Alright, I mean, seems, I don't want to say easy enough, but simple enough at the very least. But I like where this is going. I think it's a good mix. It almost reminds me of Mindustry
Reinforcements have arrived.
in terms of its like campaign structure. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I liked Mindustry. I did feel like its campaign was a little long, but I liked where it was going. Also, it doesn't look like it can carry resources over
Yes?
to these locations. Oh, but I could have sent a caravan. I will keep that in mind for the future. But this is good enough for now. So, I guess with all this said, I might as well mention that Cataclismo is available on Steam. It's been out for a while, but the Old Kingdom DLC just launched. I guess you guys are just following me on this journey. Yeah, it just launched a couple days ago, and it's what? $9-10? Yeah, $9 down to 8 for launch, which I think is a very fair price for what it is. Oh, no, that's the supporter pack. It's the actual DLC. Does it not have a DLC? Is it just a, no, it is. It is Old Kingdom. There we go. It is $10, which again, fair price for what it is. This game is absolutely fantastic. Genuinely one of my favorite games sort of released in the last couple of years from what I would say is one of my favorite developers in the last couple of years. Digital Sun has been knocking it out of the park constantly. Moonlighter 1 was fantastic, but Moonlighter 2 seems even better, and that's coming out in 1.0 in only a couple of weeks. It might actually be like a week or two from now. I don't know how they do it. They must have like 3 teams going simultaneously, or literally everybody working at this studio is just an absolute wizard. I don't know, but good for them because their games are fantastic, absolutely fun to play, and gorgeous to boot. And so I sincerely hope that you all check this DLC out, check the base game out, and have fun with it yourselves. Because yeah, it's got this campaign mode, it's got the main story campaign, and it's got a roguelike mode that I also really, really like. But for now, at least, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. Well, for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.